That's Nick.
And that's Joseph, and today we're here to talk about Human Capital, which premiered at the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival and was going to be distributed by Vertical Entertainment, but since all the theaters are closed, it'll be available VOD March 20th, 2020.
This film was directed by...
Marc Meyers, who you saw his previous feature, My Friend Dahmer.
Oh, with that young man.
That young man.
That young man. I like that film.
Yeah,
it was creepy. Mm-hmm. The end of it is creepy.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
And
so I did not watch this film. I've been very busy, very important. I did watch the trailer, and I have questions. But tell us what the story's about.
The story is about it's a kind of a murder mystery, class-conscious melodrama. It's about two families whose lives are both touched by tragedy that is the ripple effects of the relationship their children have.
So I know there's one family, the dad is Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, so Liev Schreiber is married to Betty Gabriel, who was the one who had the Paul Apprentice moment in Get Out, and they're expecting twins. He has a daughter from another marriage, played by Maya Hawkins of Stranger Things. Shannon is her character, is dating Jamie, the son of these rich, well-to-do hedge fund manager type.
And the dad of that kid
is Peter Sarsgaard and Marisa Tomei. But Jamie comes out as gay while he's dating Shannon.
Oh shit, okay.
And she starts dating somebody else, Ian, played by Alex Wolff. And then one drunken night, there's somebody is killed, a biker on a quiet road.
Off of that little... Okay. In the trailer, it just looks like the Jeep bumps into the bike.
Oh no, he kills him and they drive
really
off.
Off that little bitty push? Wow.
And then the difference between this film and a lot of others like it is how the narrative is constructed, because the death happens and then we don't know it initially, but we actually kind of go back in time to be introduced to all these characters, and then to this award ceremony that Jamie's supposed to win an award at that he doesn't win, and we converge. We get all their different perspectives converging on that night. The accident happens, and then the aftermath, when we figure out who actually did kill this poor waiter. So
the trailer makes it seem like the crux of the issue is who was driving the Jeep that hit the bicyclist.
It is. It comes down to that. But because it was Jamie's car that he's investigated, because they assume it's him. But they're much...
So the girl, her dad is like begging the rich kid's dad.
So Liev Schreiber drops her off one day to visit Jamie, and he's taken aback by their palatial estate, and he finds out who this man is, and he kind of inveigles himself on that man. I want to invest in your firm, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, okay, give me this much money. But Liev Schreiber, who's a local realtor, doesn't really have that kind of money, so he fudges a few things and gives Peter Sarsgaard this money, who then loses it all on a bad investment. And so he puts Liev Schreiber in a precarious financial situation. He's about to have twins with his new wife. Meanwhile, Marisa Tomei is this estranged wife of Peter Sarsgaard. She's trying to... she wants to she tries to buy this old theater in town and revitalize it, but all of that gets lost in whatever's going on with Peter Sarsgaard. So he ends up black. So Liev Schreiber figures out what is going on, that neither his daughter nor Jamie were driving the car, but to spoil the film, Shannon's new boyfriend was driving the vehicle that killed the man.
Oh shit.
Anyway, Liev Schreiber blackmails Marisa Tomei and says, I'll give you the information you need, because I went through my daughter's emails, so I know who the real killer is, and if you pay all back that money that Peter Sarsgaard took from me, you'll have that information and save your son.
Does she do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
the trailer made it seem like Liev Schreiber was going to sell out his daughter to get the money back.
He's kind of...
So that's actually pretty good, because I thought, like, oh, he's going to... Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So this is a remake of a 2013 Italian film by Paolo Virzì, which that is actually I really like the original from 2013. Valeria Bruni Tedeschi won Best Actress at the Tribeca Film Festival in 2014 for her role, who Marisa Tomei takes over for her here. Paolo Virzì's films since then I have not liked at all, such as Like Crazy and The Leisure Seeker. But the original Human Capital I maintain is I really like. So this plays, if you've seen the original, plays kind of beat by beat, and I think it's a really good cast. Everybody's performance is fine in this. I just think that's you gravitate towards certain characters based on who they play. And I like Marisa Tomei, I like her a lot, but she isn't allowed to kind of have the same impact as Tedeschi had in that original film, I think. And Liev Schreiber's character, a major difference is his character in the original is such a loser. Like he's a hustler that's always on the losing end.
Like Uncut Gems?
Yeah, kind of. And in this, he's kind of, maybe I guess granted more humanity. Like he's a little more of a solid person, I think, in this. And it was nice seeing, and Betty Gabriel has a nice role too, because I don't remember her character at all from the original. Okay. Also, scripted by Oren Moverman, who is the director of you've seen his Rampart with Sigourney Weaver, the Woody Harrelson movie.
Okay.
By the way, there was a sex scene that was filmed with Woody Harrelson and Sigourney Weaver that was cut from that film that I've never seen and I would love to. Anyway.
You should file a complaint.
Oren Moverman was, of course, a big breakout with his debut, The Messenger, in 2009. I think Woody Harrelson got an Oscar nod for that. But what's interesting to note here is Moverman adapted another Italian film. There's a Dutch version of this film too called The Dinner, and it's very much about the same thing. These kind of elitist parents who are all having to get together to try to cover up or a heinous crime that their spoiled children have committed against others. So Moverman directed that in 2017. So I find it very curious that he's also directing this other Italian film that's very similar in theme and scope to this.
He's staying in his lane.
And the other thing, I really like the original Human Capital, but so many other similar films I've seen since kind of make this not anything very surprising about this at all. And there's even a Chilean film from 2016 called Much Ado About Nothing, also very similar in what it's doing here.
So what would you give this
I
film?
would give the film 3 out of 5 stars.
All right.
I mean, it's worth seeing, especially if you like anybody in the cast.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, bye.
Bye.